responding? Why are you here? It's a good thing to think about, focus on. Here for fun, for understanding, for contribution, for practice of your vibrational center, being in the state of allowing, feeling what co-creation at its best really is, realizing that what's on your mind is what's being talked about in this moment, and understanding your part in why it's being talked about in this moment, feeling the oneness that we all are, offering your contribution, receiving more from others, the give and take of fantastic life out here on this leading edge. This is that at its very best. It's always such a pleasure for all of us to get to play with all of you, because we understand the wholeness of who you are, not just the part of you that you are so far allowing yourself to be, but the whole of who you are. And because we understand where your hang-ups are, where your resistance is, that is keeping you, even though you're right on the verge of an understanding, from getting it, because we know where you are in relationship to all of that. It's very easy for us to together co-create a conversation that will open you to the fullness of who you are. And so that's the best part of a gathering like this, is that it's not just your intellect that is engaged, and that matters because focus is a really good thing, but it's also an activation in a extreme way of the vibrational frequency of your core. And you're going to be able to feel what your usual practiced, and right now in this moment, because of the thoughts you think, vibrational relationship is with that core vibration. In other words, your relationship with your inner being, the source within you, that part of you that was you before you came into this body and still is the dominant part of you. You're going to be able to feel in a stronger way than ordinarily your relationship with that part of you, which means clarity is going to be obvious to you, and hang-ups are too. So you're going to really enjoy some facets of what happens today, and some others are going to annoy you. And the parts that annoy you are the parts we want you to pay attention to, because that's where your hang-ups are. What rubs you the wrong way is you rubbing you the wrong way. And there's something valuable for you in the conversation. And the good news is we know where you are in relationship to it, so we can call you along nicely. We know you have some basis of understanding of who we are, and therefore who your own inner being is. And we know you have many important things that are on your mind about how your life is unfolding, and those are the things that we really want to talk about with you, because what's on your mind, what's active in your vibration, is in large part the reason that law of attraction has assembled this gathering. This gathering of physical and non-physical has never been before. And to all of the universe, it is a unique conversation that is particularly important to you, and therefore to us. So, since we know that you have a basis of understanding, law of attraction, what is it? It's the basis of the universe. It's what causes all things to come together. And focus, what is that? Focus is you in your body using your mind to give your attention to something, and thereby activating a vibration that emits from you, a vibration that then law of attraction responds to. So since we know that you have a basic understanding that law of attraction just is, and that it won't bend for you, Esther begged for us to do something about that. Can't I please, in this one moment in time, be the exception to law of attraction? Can't you give me something other than what I'm vibrating? Can't you give me what I'm saying instead of what I'm meaning? No. Law of attraction always responds to your vibration. And sometimes you have tricked yourself. You've said the words to something so many times that you think that your words are what you mean. But the universe is not dissuaded by your words, because the universe is responding to your vibration. And your vibration is your belief. It's what you've practiced. It's what you really mean. So if in this day that we are together, if you can come closer to acknowledging what you mean, then you can do something about it. But if you keep kidding yourself by saying things that you don't mean, and then wondering why you don't get response from the universe, or from your children, or from your neighbors, or from whoever you are co-creating with, if you keep wondering why they don't behave the way you ask them to, that's why. You've got a contradiction going on within you. And when you own up to what you're offering vibrationally, then, only then, do you have creative control about what you attract. The thing that happens when you are interacting with so many other humans is that as you observe them or play with them, participate with them, in your observation of them, you often activate a belief, an expectation. This is the way they often behave. And so as you're observing it again, you're offering a vibrational acknowledgement of your expectation, and then you can't get anything other than that from them, even though you'd like to, and even though your words and your rules dictate it. But you can't get around what you're offering vibrationally. The only thing you can do is adjust it. We want to say right here at the beginning of this gathering that it is not our intent now, and it will never be, to ask you to settle for something that you don't want, to just say, I'm going to suck it up and I'm just going to take what's being dished out to me. That's not our point. Nor is it our point that you should in any way try to behave the behavior or experience of any other. And so you want to say, I don't get it, Abraham. If you're not asking me to just accept whatever it is that I'm getting from whoever, and you're not asking me to find some way of changing their behavior, then where do I stand? How can I live in a world that I can't control? And we say, by coming to the awareness that the only thing that matters that you can control is your own vibrational mix. And when you stop the wobble, when you stop the contradiction within you, when you stop saying one thing and meaning another, when you no longer shout at someone, don't you know I love you? When it is so obvious that your words and your vibration do not match in that moment. And you got a whole lot of that going on. Beliefs about yourself, habits of thoughts about yourself, really wanting the universe to give you something you don't expect. How's that working out for you?